So what is the most surprising or unexpected thing that you've experienced so far in Kyoto?
In general, I think maybe the culture towards tattoos. I have a lot of those, and I knew it was a conservative country, but I didn't really expect to have certain places that are just off limits with tattoos.
Okay, what like what besides bathhouses or?
I guess not so much off limits, but it's just frowned upon, and you notice people stare a bit more. So, but mostly just bathhouses.
You're like, dang it, I want to take a bath. Okay, so far, I know it's just been a day, but what's been the most surprising or unexpected thing that you've experienced in Kyoto so far?
For me, it was how many like shops there are for tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just in that section over there, like there's like hundreds and hundreds of shops. And it's a lot, like we knew it'd be touristy, but it's a lot more tourists than we expected.
Yeah, we're heading to the old town now because I think we were surprised at how many tourists there are. Tokyo, so big you don't really see them. Here, everywhere.
Yeah, makes sense. You guys came at a great, terrible time, right? Yeah. What's the most surprising or unexpected thing you've experienced in Kyoto so far?
In Kyoto. Oh, wow. I think I'm surprised by how many people have some English ability, or at the very least, like, try to speak English. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually surprised about that today, too. Like, I was like, oh, these people speak English. Have you had any amusing or awkward encounters with locals so far? That might go hand in hand with the tattoos, yeah.
I mean, aside from just general communication, I don't know. I think for the most part, people here are very polite. They keep to themselves quite a bit. But I can oftentimes mistake konnichiwa and arigato. So that can be awkward.
Okay. So have you had any amusing or awkward encounters with locals so far in the few hours that you've been here?
No, not at all. Everyone's been really, really friendly. I mean, same with everywhere in Japan. Really friendly, really warm, really welcoming. Everyone has a big smile on their face. So
yeah, not awkward at all. Everybody can't help you. I guess awkward when I was in a shop and I was just buying one thing and it wasn't in stock, but they proceeded for 30 minutes to try and find it because they can't help you enough. And I wanted to leave and they're like, you must not leave, we will find it. And I was like, okay.
And they didn't find it?
They found it.
Oh,
Actually, so it was
okay.
worth it. But like I was like, no, I'm going to go. And they were like, no, you will wait.
Great. Have you had any amusing or awkward encounters with locals?
Oh, the other day I was buying a yukata for Gion Matsuri, the festival that's going on, and I had a conversation with the store teller. I was trying to purchase a yukata for my wife, who wasn't there at the time, and in order to get size, she started comparing butt sizes of her and the other older women working in the store, which was very funny to have her walking around the store pointing at her coworkers' butts saying, that? No, that? Okay.
That might be just high-level Japanese, like service, right? Yeah, like omotenashi, yeah. Have you, okay, if you could change one thing about Kyoto, what would it be and why? So far, I know you've only been here for 3 days, but like immediate thoughts.
I would have a designated person in the transportation, like the train stations, for tourists and people who don't necessarily understand, to be like, I'm here to help you find exactly where you're looking. You kind of have to hunt for a while for somebody who's willing to help you find what train you need.
Okay. If you could change one thing about Kyoto so far, what would it be and why? It could be anything. One guy said the weather.
No, the weather's good. We can't say tourist because we're the problem.
You can say tourist.
yeah, we'd be the only two here. It'd be fantastic.
I don't know. What would I change? I don't know. We just had the best ramen. I'm vegetarian. It actually wouldn't change a lot. There's loads of vegetarian options here.
Oh, really?
Loads. I do want a tofu katsu though. I really want that and I can't find it anywhere. So if somebody can do that.
Yeah, it's actually, I don't think I've heard of a tofu katsu. Actually, yeah, that's very real. Yeah,
very specific. There you go.
That is pretty specific, but like, yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. Great. If you could change one thing about Kyoto, what would it be and why?
About Kyoto? Anything?
Anything.
It's way too hot. The summer is way too hot. It's way too humid. That absolutely needs to change.
Change it, Kyoto.
Change that.
Okay, great. Have you discovered any hidden gems or secret spots so far in Kyoto that you think more people should know about? I know it's day 3.
I don't think I have. Not yet. I'm on my way to find a cafe for some Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But Yeah, there's a bunch of themed cafes here, I've heard. One is like the Ichigo Cafe, which is strawberry. So that should be cute, assuming I can find it.
Okay. Any hidden spots that you would recommend to other people?
No, I mean, we went to that ramen place for lunch. It was called Engine Room Ramen. Engine Ramen?
Robot. So Kyoto Robot? Kyoto Engine? Something.
Kyoto Engine Robot. Kyoto Engine Robot. Look it up, right? Yeah. No, perfect.
So good. An engine, but that was good.
And the shop that you bought the t-shirt at, there was like Japanese designers and artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Have you discovered any hidden gems or secret spots in Kyoto that you think more people should know about?
I don't know if it's necessarily hidden, but there's a pretty popular gyoza spot in Gion district. I can't remember the name, but they have a second branch just under one of the department store buildings here. If you go to the one in Gion, there's always a super long line, but under the department store, you can just go sit down and eat absolutely no problem.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Yeah, gyoza in Kyoto is wild when Osaka's right there. Okay. But what's been the most challenging part of adapting to the culture in Kyoto?
Definitely transportation, but also I think it's the small things, like learning that you have to have a tiny towel on your head in a bathhouse, which as someone from Canada, so North America, I definitely fit the part of the large, bumbling Westerner. And it can be a little bit awkward because you definitely want to be respectful when you come places. And you're not going to hit all the customs or the small rules and traditions. So hopefully there's enough patience for someone like me.
And last question, what's been a challenging part coming to Kyoto so far, like, or adapting to the culture? Is there anything that sticks out to you?
No, it's bigger than I thought. Like, I thought it'd be like sort of quite a small little town. You just walk around, you can see it in like 10 minutes. It's much bigger than I thought.
Yeah, much bigger. And I think that's why we're trying to find the old town more, which I'm sure will be full of tourists again, but it's not like a Western market kind of thing there. So, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. It's so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then last question, what has been the most challenging part of adapting to the culture in Kyoto?
It's a good question. I think Japanese culture as a whole is just a lot more formal. Like, you're not necessarily going to say hello to people walking by or that kind of thing. Oh, geez, I don't know. I'm sorry. One more. You said it was most difficult or?
Like to adapt to.
To adapt to. I think Japanese people are, because of like established public transportation compared to America, they're a lot more used to maybe some longer commute times. And for me, at least, it definitely took some getting used to that it's going to take me an hour to get to work and then an hour to go back home. And then I have that time afterwards to do that. Compared to like America, where you just kind of drive 15, 20 minutes to work if you live nearby. So I think that's probably what I'd say. I don't know if that's necessarily the answer you're looking for, but totally works. Okay.
No, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Gabriel. Really appreciate it.
I got you.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. That was perfect. We appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And do you want Wi-Fi right now to like move forward?